So with season 7 around the corner and us, we should probably be getting like a character trailer or some type of trailer soon if it hasn't released by the time y'all see this video. I think it's about time we check off a character that people have been highly requesting for me to do a concept over, and it's none other than Momoshiki Otsutsuki. And that's going to lead us into our anime question. Who's been your favorite villain from Boruto so far? Me personally, even though I know some people didn't like him, I liked my man Jigen and Ishiki, especially when my man Jigen showed up in Naruto's house, and before he commenced to whoop him, he asked him, he said, "I apologize for not taking my shoes off." But yeah, that's what we're going to be doing today. We're basically going to be giving you a concept for Momoshiki and the things that he can bring to the game, even though we don't want him. We have to appreciate what he can actually do as an Otsutsuki. So if this is something you think you might be interested in, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, turn on the bell, do all those nice things, and let's just go ahead and hop straight into this concept. Okay, so we actually get into some of the details about Momoshiki. Of course, we know that he was a member of the Otsutsuki clan. He came to Earth with Kinshiki, and he's a little bit limited in taijutsu, which ended up being one of his weaknesses because he usually just absorbs jutsu and shoots it back at people. But his taijutsu is good enough to be able to defeat all the Kage after he had ate the chakra fruit. And he also utilizes gentle fist technique, and he has the Byakugan, which I don't think will play a role in his character as far as it goes for Shinobi Striker. So we get into some of the things that he'll bring. Of course, we're going to get some basic rewards. Of course, we'll get the character unlocked. I think we'll get Momoshiki's robe. That'll be pretty nice, a nice, thing to wear. Kind of similar to how Kaguya's robe and stuff like that. I don't think this is going to be a broken up outfit. It's going to be one thing altogether. I think we'll also maybe get a ninja tool. I think we'll get Scientific Ninja Tool Rinnegan or like Momoshiki's hand. Or they can also give us like the Naruto hand that he had whenever he was fighting Boruto that allows him to absorb jutsu. This is where things are a little bit different from Momoshiki. I don't think that his absorbing ability is going to be an actual ninjutsu. It'd be much better if they made it a ninja tool where you can, just use it as a ninja tool, and the basic Momoshiki CAC character is just gonna, his B move, instead of it being a ninja tool, it'll be him absorbing a jutsu. And the way this works is, I think if you actually successfully absorb a jutsu, you're going to be able to get your ninjutsu cooldown reset and get your jutsu back. I think that'd be pretty cool. The next thing is, I think we'll get a Shinobi boost, of course. I think we'll get Momoshiki's hair. It'd be nice if we get it up and his awakened version when it's down. So, if we have it up when it's tied in like in the little ponytails or whatever you want to call it. And then also the version whenever his hair is actually down. And then I think we'll also get Momoshiki's staff. And I think this will have basic sword combos, but a special Y strike. And I think this will be like, similar like where he's throwing out scythes or something like that, like how when he was fighting Naruto and Sasuke. And oh, sorry, I didn't mention, but Momoshiki, from my opinion, I believe he's going to be a range type. I don't really see him being any other class. I mean, you could maybe swing him as an attack type, but I feel like he's going to be a range. When we actually get into the jutsus, this is where things get a little bit interesting. The first ninjutsu is going to be Pheasant Hunter. And this is going to work as the user fires a fire style technique to fire out a flaming pheasant towards an enemy. Upon impact, the pheasant explodes and the enemy takes additional burn damage. So this is basically going to be kind of like what you see him use in Storm. This is kind of a Storm move, but I think this would work well, and it'd be kind of similar to the C2 dragons where, when they fire out and they're tracking the opponent, but I think this was only going to fire out one of them, and it's going to have a little bit of faster tracking, and whenever it hits the opponent, it's going to explode and deal burn damage, which I think is pretty cool. The second ninjutsu is going to be the Anukai Takanu Makito. Sorry if I mispronounced that, but it's basically the one where he's using the dogs. And the way this is going to work is the user summons 3 canine-like creatures from the earth that can pursue multiple enemies. Upon impact, the creature will grab the enemy and deal a devastating blast, reducing the defense of the enemy. So this, I think, is going to be like a little bit of a summoning. So this jutsu would require hand signs. It'd be similar to like the toad summoning and stuff like that, where you got to wait for the hand signs, and then he touches the ground, and then the dogs would come out. But this will be a little bit different for range types, because they usually don't have things that have like, long hand signs besides like, the Majestic Destroyer Flame. But the range for this and the fact that it can attack multiple enemies would make it a little bit similar to Inferno style flame control. I think this would be a pretty good jutsu because it also allows you to restrain people and then deal some damage after. The next ninjutsu, I believe, is going to be the secret technique, Chakra Edible Creation. And this is going to be the user eats a chakra fruit and awakens the true power of the Otsutsuki. In this state, the user has increased attack tracking, close range attack power, and instantly refills of ninjutsu. Additional input will cause the user to fire out a massive chakra ball, obtaining all chakra natures. So this will basically be the same chakra ball that Momoshiki was using whenever he was trying to destroy the Chunin exams and he was dropping it on Naruto. Or Kalso's kind of similar to the one that he did against Boruto, and, you know, it was the Rasengan versus his ball. And this will be an awakening, and, you know, I do this every time for the range DLC concepts, because every other class has some type of awakening, like Jutsu. Like, you know, the attack types have Baryon mode and stuff like that. Defense types have Sage mode, and heal types even have, like, I think the 100 healings Jutsu, but range types don't have any type of ultimate that gives them like a different, like, you know, aura. So I think they need to finally give them one, and this will definitely be the season to do it with Momoshiki, because you can't bring Momoshiki and not have his awakening state where he has the marks and things like that, and the karma marks. But let me know what y'all think about my concept for Momoshiki. Like I said, even though I don't want him to come to the game, if he brought these things to the game, this would actually be something that I actually, you know, introduce. I'd actually be happy to get this, because this is some things that could really change the game and make range types a little bit better. But let me know in the comments how y'all feel about these DLC concepts, and what characters do y'all think are coming, and what other characters do you want to see me do DLC concepts, and we'll get this on the list to get it for y'all. But I hope y'all enjoyed the video, man, and I'm gonna see y'all in the next one. We out.